Welcome, everybody. Jack Ike along with two-time Hall of Famer DeCarlo DeVoe, and we get ready as we get back into conference basketball after the Christmas break. And by the way, Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy New Year coming up.
Happy holidays.
We'll take a brief stop for the national anthem and then the start. We are at the Bob Martinez Center on the campus of the University of Tampa as we'll get you ready for the starting lineups for today's game. For the visitors from Palm Beach Atlantic, they will be starting number 3, and that is Dallas Carter, a 5'11 junior from West Palm Beach, Florida. Number 5 is Cash Ayuso. And Cash is a 5'6 guard, also from West Palm Beach, Florida. Different high schools. In the middle, number 12 is Maria Benitez Zayas. And she is I guess I wouldn't say she's in the middle because she's 5'3". And a grad student from San Juan, Puerto Rico. They do go with a 3-guard offense. At forward is number 10, Mariah Fletcher. Fletcher is a 5'9 junior from McDonough, Georgia. And Alma Danielson, number 24, is a 6'2 grad student from Uppsala, Sweden. They are coached by Manisha Ritas, assistant coach Chris Dixon. And Chris, thanks for the pronunciations on everybody's name as we get ready. Now for the Tampa Spartans. Number 1 is Maya Gusto, a 5'5 junior from Naples, Florida, Gulf Coast High School. Number 5 is Audrey Ramsey, a 5'7 junior from Boca Raton High School. Number 15, a 3-guard offense for the Spartans as well, Sarah Jones. Sarah is a 5'5 junior from Mason, Ohio, by way of playing a couple years at Embry-Riddle University before transferring to UT. Number 24 is Malia Sullivan. Malia, one of the top players in the conference, a 5'11 senior from Bartow, Florida. She went to Winter Haven High School. And in the middle is number 2, Sydney Kinn. And she is a 6'3 senior from Cary, Ohio, by way of the University of Findlay. And transferring in here and has just been one of the great finds in the Division II basketball world for the University of Tampa. Tampa coached by Tom Jesse, assistant coach Caitlin Mitrick. Assistant coaches are Tommy Jones and Elena D'Alfredo. But getting back to Sydney Kinn, she's just been a great find for the Spartans.
Yeah, we were talking about her earlier, you and myself, Jack, and the dynamic really changes with her in the middle. Not to discredit or discount any of the former, 4 or 5 players with UT, but in her, she's a jewel.
I asked you what you thought her shooting percentage was because it leads NCAA Division II basketball. You said 68%. You were off by 3%, 71% from the floor.
Wow. And that's better than some people's free throw percentages.
Easily. Palm Beach Atlantic in the blue, Spartans in the white with the red trim. And they go inside, and putting in the first basket is Benitez Zayas, and it's 2-0 PBA. 10-minute quarters in women's basketball. We're at 9:34 of the first.
Yeah, it was a little miscue on the pick and roll, and the point guard hit the roller. If you come out on that pick and roll, you leave your man. You got to trap hard to close out passing lanes.
Foul was on Carter for a reach. There's Kin taking a jump shot. Oh, percentage is now 70.9.
Nice looking shot for her. I like her inside out pivot footwork.
Long three on the way. Danielson, no good. Kin with the rebound. She's a walking double-double, too. Inside, Sullivan looking to the corner. Ramsey drives back to Sullivan. Free throw line jumper, front of the rim. Danielson with the rebound.
Yeah, I like Sullivan's pass out of the post to the weak side.
Danielson a little short. Sullivan with the board. She pushes it. Has some numbers. 3-on-2. Finds Gusto. Up. Blocked. And Fletcher across the timeline.
Spartans have yet to get on the board.
That's Benitez Zayas, I should say. She's got the ponytail, and I couldn't tell if it was a 12 or a 10. That's Zayas with the ball there. Shot clock to 7. Inside. Taken away, though, by Sarah Jones. And taken away from her by Ayuso. Nice pass for the bucket. And it's now a 4-0 PBA lead.
Yeah, UT's off to somewhat of a slow start, just as they did against West Texas A&M. They were down 9-0, but came storming back.
Gusto, good. She's been on fire as well.
Yes. Her nickname is the Juice, and I see why. Maya Justo.
4-2, Palm Beach Atlantic. Inside, lays it up, won't fall. Carter trying that one. Ramsey to Gusto. Saves it, but into the arms of Palm Beach Atlantic. And they come hustling back. Benitez Zayas, bounce pass, stolen by Jones. Tight ropes the baseline. Up ahead to Gusto. Pump fake, up off the glass, we're tied. Gusto with the first 4 for Tampa. Fletcher has 4 for Palm Beach Atlantic.
Funny thing is, I would have thought her first points would have came from behind the three-point arc as well as she's been shooting.
Lay-in makes it 6-4, Palm Beach Atlantic. By the way, men's game coming up at 7:30, or about 30 minutes after this one. Inside to Kin. Little scoop with the left hand, no good. On the drive, Benitez Zayas, no good. Kin with the rebound. Ramsey pushes it. Sullivan, nice move inside, rolls it in.
Yeah, Malia Sullivan is starting to get back into that midseason form.
Averaging 11.4 a game for Tampa. Nice pass, layup, good. An assist, Fletcher with the bucket.
The one thing with conference play, Jack, you're facing a school that you play every year 2 times, and they're very familiar with one another, so you don't want to discredit anybody or anything when it comes to
Kin has it roll in and out there. So, DeCarlo, when you were playing and you knew you played schools twice in a season, would you rather have the first game on your court, knowing you had to go there later in the season, or did it matter?
Me personally, I like playing on the road because I think sometimes because you're playing at home, some players tend to relax and they think that, oh, we're home, we're automatically just going to play better. No, you don't. You have to bring it every night. I would rather go into somebody else's home and embarrass them. But at the same time, you got to prevent them from embarrassing you when they come to your place.
Now, let's say it was a close game at home. Is that on your mind when you go on the road then to play them again? Or is it long since gone? It's probably a month and a half.
I think it's more on their minds You know, for me, because you go to their place having already beaten them. So you don't want to rest, you don't want to rest comfortably. Oh, we already won a game. No, you want to get both of them. But the pressure shifts because they're down 0-1.
Sullivan foul. She'll go to the line. 10-6. PBA into the lineup for the Sailfish is Boulin. Ashley Boulin, 5'11" junior from Queens, New York. On the line, Malia Sullivan, 84, almost 85% free throw shooter. First one does not fall.
And maybe we jinxed Ken about her shooting percentage because right now she's 0 for 3, but she has been playing well defensively, controlling the boards, and she had a block while we were conversating.
Another substitution coming into the Palm Beach Atlantic lineup is number 11, Jillian Schenk. She's a 5'10" junior from Boynton Beach, Florida. Spartans have yet to sub. And there is Schenk, and she nails a three. 13-7.
Just as I was talking about earlier, it's conference play. No matter if a team passed the eye test, they know you, they're very familiar with you, and they want to beat you.
Kin has to kick it out. Gusto off the front of the rim. Kin fights for it. Ooh. Not much of a foul, but it's going to be on Sydney Kin following Boulin. And with 4:33 to go, that is the under 5 timeout. We'll take a break. It's 13-7, Palm Beach Atlantic leading Tampa.
I don't like that foul call because there wasn't much of an advantage.
(13-7), 4:33 to go, first quarter. Unbeaten, 6th ranked Tampa Spartans. I don't worry too much about broadcaster jinxes or anything, that mentioning how highly ranked they are or unbeaten.
Right. I mean, the thing is, I'm sure Coach Tom, Jesse, Caitlin, Coach Jones, they keep these young ladies well-grounded and focused. So the fact that they're ranked number 6, it's not an ego boost to them. However, it is extra motivation to your opponents.
Yeah. Schenk, who just hit a 3, has the ball. Top of the key to Boulin. Now out to the corner. This is Ayuso off the rim, bounces around, hits the floor, and Gusto comes out of the pack.
Tell you this, Ayuso with a first name like Cash, your jump shot better be money.
Yeah. Sullivan has it tipped away from her. Coming back the other way, that is Ayuso. And she retreats. Benita Zayas, Schenk. And they work it around the perimeter. Ayuso looked at the jumper, goes back out to Schenk. Shot clock to 5. Oh, and Ayuso drains a 3, and it is a 9-point lead, 16-7 for the Sailfish.
Right, and as I said earlier, Cash is nothing but money.
5 points for Cash. Kin tries to get rid of it, still trying to get rid of it, and finds Sarah Jones. They double team Kin as soon as she gets it deep.
You have to.
5 on the shot clock. She gets fouled on the drive by Boulin.
It's almost like you have the double Kin, and she's going to be more well prepared. I mean, she's highly scouted. She's playing well. You have to double her because you know she's going to beat you one-on-one. If you don't double her, it's to your detriment.
Take your chances with the outside shot.
Yep.
Ramsey, Sarah Jones on the way, off the rim.
It sailed on her a little bit. She had to close out her wrist. Saw the fingers.
2:45 to go, first quarter. Inside, Fletcher, and she hits. It's an 11-point lead for the Sailfish.
Nice lefty jump shot.
Yeah.
Left-handed shooters like yourself, Jack, have great form.
See, I think that's redundant when you said nice left-handed jump shot. I think it's implied. Gusto can't get it to ring. Benita Zayas outside. Shankford three. Knocks down another one. She has hit 2 in a row. And Tom Jesse takes a timeout. His team down 14. And we'll take a timeout as well. 2:13 to go, first quarter. We'll be right back.
Yeah, that's.
The tunnel.
A return to normal and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
Tampa will inbound the ball. Down 14. Palm Beach Atlantic, 8 of 14, that's 57%. Spartans are 3 of 12, 25%. PBA also 3 of 4 from deep.
Yeah, my apologies, Jack, but Ramsey, in my observation, she hasn't taken a shot yet. I'm looking for her to get open pretty soon.
There we go, Kin. Working the inside. Made the move before the double team got there.
Got to go quickly.
Kin deflects the shot, or at least altered the shot, and comes away with the rebound.
She has some long arms, man.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, she doesn't look as tall as she is until you kind of get up on her because she moves so well.
Yeah.
But then when you see her standing next to another player that's 6'1 or 6'2, she almost has 3 inches on him.
Yeah. Foul on the baseline. Foul 4 on Palm Beach Atlantic. Ramsey, who you mentioned hasn't shot yet. Gusto, eyes a 3. Good.
The juice
you can
is
tell
loose.
When she has time to get set.
Yep.
She loves that corner.
The juice is loose. My juice, though.
21-12. Shank goes inside. Jumper by Fletcher. Off the rim. Rebound, Benita Zayas. Back up and in.
The shortest player on the court got the offensive rebound.
5-3. Skied for the rebound. Muggsy Bogues' height.
Yep.
And he could dunk.
Wow.
I think Spud Webb could dunk.
Oh, yeah, Spud Webb won a dunk contest.
Yeah.
Beat one of his former teammates in Dominique Wilkins also.
Yep.
The human highlight.
Hey, if you're 5'7" and can dunk, you should just win automatically. No matter what kind of dunk.
Right.
They're just going to run it down. Shot clock and game clock, just a couple seconds difference.
Sydney Kin on the miss of her last shot. She's 1 of 5 now.
Spartans with the steal. Do they have time? They got 4 seconds. Ramsey goes up. She gets fouled. She'll go to the line. Good break for the Spartans with 1.5 seconds to go.
I'll tell you this. When I was drafted into CBA, one thing that they always mentioned in the training camps is closing out the quarter. And like with the men's game, you have 2 halves.
Yes.
With the women's game, you have 4 quarters.
Yes.
You have to start the quarter well, but more importantly, because there were extra bonus points given for the way you close out a quarter. And it's very important.
You got points for winning quarters in the CBA, didn't you?
Yep.
You weren't with the lacrosse Catbirds, were you?
No, actually, the Hartford Hellcats up
Okay.
in Connecticut.
All right. Ramsey hits 2. Little pressure so they don't get a good look at her shot. Don't foul, though. Spartans close out the quarter with 7-2 run. Cut it down to 23-14. We'll be back for the second quarter right after this on TampaSpartans.tv.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
We get ready for the quarter. We were just mentioning that the University of Illinois, playing in the Outback Bowl on New Year's Day, is training here on the campus of the University of Tampa. Spartans scored the last 2 points of the quarter, get to start the quarter as well. They go into Kin, looking for the double team. They leave Sullivan alone, and she lays it in.
And even though she's not scoring the ball very well right now, Kin draws so much attention that when she catches the ball, all eyes are on her, in reference to Tupac. So therefore, as the defense turns, she just throws a little soft pass to Sullivan for 2 points. The assist is just as good as scoring.
Still 2 points.
Yep.
Almost a long jumper. Schenk has it. She thought of it. They come back. 10 on the shot clock. Ayuso with the ball.
Good
Kim
double.
comes out and helps her out. They go inside to Fletcher. Fletcher with a pump and no good. Gets her own rebound off the glass and in.
Ken was kind of at her mercy because she was trying to avoid picking up that second foul, which is smart on her part.
Sullivan to Kin. Easy bucket. No, won't go in. Gets a rebound. Won't go in. If you notice, there were 4 sailfish around her when she put that shot up, though it was still a point-blank shot. Eleanor Marcheski, by the way, into the Spartan lineup. She replaced Sarah Jones. Ayuso missing. Ramsey out of the pack. Full head of steam as Marcheski on the wing. Goes to the top of the key. Sullivan inside the arc hits.
She shoots on the line, but it's nice to see it go in. And I'm wondering, please forgive us, Coach Jesse, if we gave Sydney Kin the commentator jinx as we talked about her field goal percentage.
Yep. A long three. That was from their tallest player from the outside, Danielson. They're still shooting 52%.
Yeah, right now, Danielson's jump shot is H2O. Nothing but water, man. Just wet.
Kin works her way inside, looking for a foul, too. Nothing called on Danielson. Lead is 8.
Look like an and one to me, Jack.
Schenk outside. Ayuso. Kin deflects that one out of bounds. And Kin's going to get a rest, well-deserved. She's working hard. They're just making it extremely difficult on her. And into the lineup is Alani Gallagher, a grad student, 6 feet, Vestal, New York, by way of St. Leo University. Played 4 years at St. Leo, SSC Defensive Player of the Year last year. Another good transfer find for Tampa. Jump shot, Fletcher, in and out. Ramsey rebounds.
Yes, just a few games ago, Ramsey had 15 rebounds. So she, at the point, she's not shy of getting on those defensive boards.
Spartans again missing in close. That probably will not be a trend for the game. Ayuso thought about the three, comes back out to Schenk. Fletcher cuts in. Shot clock to 7. Inside, Fletcher off the glass and in. Fletcher made it easy that time. She has 12.
Yeah, she's slipping. She's slipping on those picks
14.
very well. And
she has half their points.
They're finding her. And that, with that left hand, it's always a great advantage.
Off the glass, Gallagher. Did she mean glass?
I'll tell you this, she meant shot, so it went in. That's what matters most, I guess.
I wasn't quite sure by the way the shot went up.
No, I don't think she called glass, though, to be honest.
Ramsey quickly to Marcheski. Finds Gusto, backdoor it in.
Yes.
And a quick timeout by Coach Reedus as the Spartans have cut it to 30-24. 6:03 to go in the quarter. We'll step out for a quick commercial and be back right after this.
You know they're not going to stay.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive, to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life.
Spartans have cut the lead to 6 with 6 minutes to go in the half. By the way, we got to mention Julia Ingram is in the house.
Yes, she is.
Great Spartan guard, 4 years now in law school up at Florida, and she's going to come up in the second half and talk to us. One of us will flip a coin, see who gives up the mic so she can talk.
She can have mine.
So I have a two-headed coin, or a one-headed, so I'll call it. She went to the same high school that my daughter goes to, Palm Harbor University. Well, I tell you, Fletcher and Gallagher are having a real shoving match inside. Gusto with the rebound. 5.5 to go in the half. Marcheski to Gusto. They try to trap her. Gallagher, they gave her some room, cuts inside. They're going to wave it off on the charge.
I tell you this, Gallagher's a New Yorker, Jack, so she's not going to give up much ground offensively or defensively. Very tough player, very tough-minded.
Fletcher playing both ends of the floor, 14 points, and now a big stop there. They look to go inside. On the drive, that's Boulin, and she scores. Back to an 8-point lead. You know, DeCarlo, we talk about how unselfish this Tampa team is. There's a whistle. Not sure, and they're going to call, I think, in the lane, away from the ball. But anyway, the Spartans have 10 baskets right now. They have 8 assists.
Wow.
They're usually up. They're usually well over 50%. And we've seen games when they're 60 to 70. They're 80% right now. Just need more of them. Ramsey, Gusto. Benita Zayas quickly closed out on her. Sullivan's going to drive off the glass, won't go. Rebound, Gallagher hit her foot, and bounced away. Benita Zaya is racing. She's got a 1-on-3, but she's going to try to go, and they get Gusto with the foul. That'll be a shooting foul. Benita Zaya's 2 points on the day. First time on the line. First free throw rolls around and in. Back to a 9-point game. Biggest lead of the game was 14 at 21-7 for Palm Beach Atlantic. And it's back to 10.
Yeah, right now they're controlling the tempo of the game. Right, UT is playing at Palm Beach Atlantic's pace. Whoever controls the game usually wins. So UT has to grab the bull by the horns, or in this case, the fish, the sailfish, and take control of this game.
Gusto.
Yeah, that call. Sorry, Jack, but I'm a bit livid about that call because
she might have got traveled because she
Gusto's
got trampled.
Exactly. It was caused by the fact that she was bumped by the Palm Beach Atlantic player.
This is the under 5 timeout, so we'll take a break and be right back. 34-24, Palm Beach Atlantic over Tampa. By the way, I got a Twitter message from Elena D'Alfredo, assistant coach here with the Spartans, who is back in her home in Spain for the holidays, and we wish her well. She must be listening because she texted us during the game here. And she had a really interesting comment on Twitter yesterday. She said, I can't watch basketball games just to enjoy them and watch a game being played. I see things as a coach. And she said, is that a flaw or what?
I tell you this, I share the same sentiments, Elena, and it's hard to just sit down and enjoy it because you recognize the mistakes, the flaws in the offense or the defense, and you get more critical than just trying to watch it for enjoyment.
Yeah.
That's why I say NFL football and even soccer, I enjoyed the World Cup, are some of my favorite sports to watch other than basketball.
Jump shot, Boulin, no good. Ramsey rebounds. The funny thing, I was talking to my friend who used to be a assistant coach at Duke, we were just talking about it yesterday on the phone, and he said the same thing, that he still can't just watch a game for fun.
Right.
So I texted her back and said, it's totally understandable why a coach can't just watch a game.
Right. And Elena, I mean, she's very intense, hailing from Madrid, Spain. Avid Real Madrid fan, as I must say also. But she shoots the cover off the ball. I mean.
Oh, she could.
Yeah.
Probably still can.
I would bet that she can.
She will be back in mid-January. We hope she enjoys her time at home. I'm sure she is. Spartans with a couple free throws, down to 8 with 3 minutes to go in the half. Almost a steal. Ramsey, a ball hawk out there. Long three by Danielson, and she has hit a couple. Tallest player for Palm Beach Atlantic has knocked down another 3.
Yeah,
and the lead's 11 again, double digits.
She shoots like a guard. I mean, she's probably the center on defense, but she's definitely out on the wing offensively.
Gallagher from deep, off the rim, no good. Now the Spartans aren't getting the rebounds. They've 16 rebounds for Palm Beach Atlantic, 13 for Tampa. Ayuso, fadeaway, off the rim, Gusto rebounds. She goes down.
Luckily, that wasn't a travel right there. Like the last time, Jack. Forgive me if I'm a bit critical, but,
we were mentioning Tampa was 10 baskets, 8 assists. Kudos to PBA as well. They have 11 assists out of 14 baskets. So both teams really distributing the ball well. And these aren't hockey assists either. Pass to Sullivan underneath. Turns, couple fakes, and in.
Nice head and shoulder fake.
Malia now has tied Gusto with 9 points for the lead.
tell you this.
Spartans need to finish strong.
We saw another game when Ramsey had a slow start in second half. Then she came out. It was against West Texas A&M and hit 3 straight threes to really open up the game for the Spartans. So I'm looking for her to show her magic.
But, you know, that's about the 5th time today. Oh, too far. Can she catch it? Yes! Gusto dishes to Kin. Lays it up. Won't go in. Rebound Marcheski. And has it taken away.
Wow, nice ball movement, though.
To the corner. Long 3, in, out, over the back, and they did get it. That time Fletcher went over the back of Gusto, and they got it. No. Are they calling Gusto for the block? No. Oh, okay.
Ramsey for the foul on the block out. The other player was actually over her back, but she got called for the foul.
The block out?
To say she rode her out.
Okay. We take that back. Bonita Zayas out front to Ayuso. Danielson's already hit a couple. That one won't go. Goes out of bounds. Tampa gets the ball. 1:09 left in the half. Spartans trail by 9.
I see Danielson's MO. Catch the ball, shoot the ball. So you got to be, you almost have to arrive as she catches the ball.
So she's been to your camp. Oh, another turnover.
Uncharacteristically by Kin.
Under a minute. Bonita Zayas drives inside. Fletcher scores. Kin went to help out on the top and lost Fletcher. Fletcher now with 16. 8 of 12 from the floor to go along with 7 rebounds already. Lead is 11, 35 seconds in the half. Kin loses it, gets it back to Sullivan. Up top, Gusto. Fake the shot, now pulls it up, won't go. 25 seconds to go. Palm Beach Atlantic with the ball does not have to worry about the shot clock. Down to 10. Bonita Zayas up top. Down to 5. Now they look. They go to the corner. Up top. Danielson had it blocked. Gusto rebounds, and that'll be the half. A good half for the Sailfish. A tough half for the Spartans. It is 39-28. Tampa trailing by 11. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with a couple minutes to go before the start of the second half and get you updated on all the stats. I will tell you that Gusto and Sullivan lead Tampa with 9, and Fletcher leading Palm Beach Atlantic with 16. We'll take a timeout. You're watching on Tampa Spartans.tv.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Welcome back. Jack Ike along with two-time Hall of Famer DeCarlo DeVoe as the Spartans have some work to do in the second half, trailing Palm Beach Atlantic 39-28 at the half. And by the way, Elena D'Alfredo is watching us in Madrid. She said she's going to hang in there till the end, even though it's midnight there right now.
Buenas noches.
Let's recap the scoring from the first half. It is 39-28, an 11-point lead for the Sailfish. Ayuso has 5 points. Fletcher dominating in the middle with 16, 8 of 12 shooting. No threes, no free throws, just 8 buckets to this point. Schenk with 6. Benitez Zayas with 4, along with 3 assists. Danielson with 6, and she's got both of those. Even though she's one of their tallest players, her 2 baskets were 3-pointers. Boulin has 2, and that is the scoring there. 15 of 34. They were above 50%, have dropped to 44. 5 of 11 from deep, though, to 45%, and 4 of 4 from the line. For the Spartans, Maya Gusto and Malia Sullivan tops with 9 right now. Gusto 4 of 8. Sullivan is 4 of 7. Kinn has struggled, 2 of 10. They double, if not triple team her when she gets the ball. She has 6 points and 2 for 2 from the line. Ramsey has a basket. Marcheski has not scored, and Gallagher with a basket. She is 1 out of 3. The Spartans, 37.9%, 11 of 29. They're 1 of 5 from the three-point line and 5 of 6 from the charity stripe. Spartans with 8 assists out of their 11 baskets, and Palm Beach Atlantic with 12 assists out of 15 baskets. So both teams have been very charitable about dishing the ball off to open teammates to this point. Palm Beach Atlantic will start with the ball for the second half.
Yeah, epitome of team basketball, Jack. That's the only and the best way I can say it.
The biggest lead of the game was 14 for Palm Beach Atlantic. They led 21-7. Spartans cut it to 6 at 30-24, but the Sailfish have then upped it to double digits again at 39-28.
I got to give credit to the Sailfish. They're playing inspired basketball. I mean, if you go on the road to the number 6 team in the nation, you got to bring your A game or else you're going to get blown out.
Yep.
They've brought their A game thus far.
Steal off the first possession. Sullivan hands it to Gusto. Now, is Tom Jesse the one who's going to give you a fire and brimstone halftime speech at this one, or just try to be reasonable and say, let's play our game?
I'll tell you this. I think his blood flows fire, and his attitude is one of he's a winner. Mm-hmm. So, no, he's not going to say anything derogatory, but he is going to transfer his fire into the players to make fire on the court.
Okay. And that's going to be a 13-point lead on that basket. (41-28) inside to Kinn. They look to double team. She goes back out. Sullivan, free throw line jumper, rattles in and out. Kinn rebounds off somebody's foot, off a Sailfish foot, and it'll be Tampa ball. Ramsey will inbound for Tampa. Gusto inside. They get it inside to Sullivan. Little one in the lane, turns around and hits. She's made it to double digits.
Yes, Sullivan is refining her stroke, her touch.
Benitez Zayas to the corner. That's Fletcher out farther than she normally likes. Skip pass to Danielson, drives, puts it up short. Kinn with the rebound. And up quickly to Sullivan. Has it knocked out of her hands, but they call Benitez Zayas for the foul, and that will be foul number 2. Nobody in real foul trouble. Danielson does have 2. For the Spartans, nobody with more than 1.
I will give Zayas Benita Zayas an A for effort. That was great hustle on her part to get back and stop the easy transition layup.
Sullivan rolls her own.
And now it's looking like a very smart foul.
Yeah. Hits 1 of 2. Gives her 12 on the day. She comes out. Marcheski in. Spartans with Gusto, Marcheski, Kinn, Ramsey, and Jones on the floor. Benita Zayas, Schenk, Fletcher, Danielson, and Ayuso with the turnaround jumper hits. Ayuso down low, has 7.
Yep, cash is money on that last jump shot.
Kinn tries to kick it out and said it bounced off her. PBA ball, so she didn't get it away from the double team quick enough there.
Yeah, the double team with her is coming from every angle, so it's hard to get a read on where to go with the ball. Not to make an excuse for her, but
right.
She will adjust.
Jump shot, Benita Zayas, no good. Rebound, Kinn.
And good adjustment by UT. I notice how they're playing the pick and roll now so that they don't get the dive by the left-handed Mariah Fletcher to the basket for the easy bucket. She had 16 at the half.
Ramsey, top of the key, into Kinn. Tries to put it off the glass. Fouled on Danielson, fouled by Danielson, and that will be her 3rd.
That's a big foul. That's a big foul. She got the ball, but she had to come across Kinn's body to get the block. Oh, they're leaving Danielson in.
Yeah.
That's a gamble.
No, they don't.
Okay. I thought we were at the Hard Rock Casino for a second on the gamble.
Spartans struggling somewhat from the free throw line. Well, I shouldn't say that. They're 6 of 9 now. 7 of 10. That's not a struggle. Just noticing they missed 2 of their last 3.
It's just below their standard because they have set very high standards.
Yeah, their free throw percentage is about 80%. Ayuso.
And that's as a team.
Step back from the free throw line, front of the rim, bounces, goes out of bounds, PBA ball. Schenk, Ayuso. Benita Zayas on the drive. Gusto got a hand on it, deflected it away.
5.
Shot
4,
clock to 3. Long shot.
Oh,
good.
Wow. Cash is money once again. Wow, big shot.
And that's a 14-point lead again. Biggest of the game. Jones gets the pick from Kinn. Kinn has to try to save it. Can't. Pass was a little too far away. And they return the favor on the other end.
Luckily. UT made a nice push to cut this lead all the way down to
Had it 6 at one time.
Right.
Back to 14, though. Biggest of the game. Gusto into Kinn. Just too hard. She's just having an off day, unfortunately. And Gallagher will come in for Kinn.
I think for Kinn right now, it's more mental than physical, mental and emotional. She just hasn't been a good game thus far, but she could salvage this performance by still helping the team win, which there's a lot of opportunity for her to do so.
5:44 to go, third quarter. Spartans do have some work to do, trailing by 14. I would think, I don't have the stats in front of me, 14 has got to be the biggest deficit they've faced. It's 17. Wow. Benitez Zayas knocks it down. 49-32.
Well, I'll tell you this. I've witnessed the Spartans team coming back from a huge deficit at St. Leo last season, so it's definitely within them.
Gallagher scores. Spartans need a run. If they can get it down to single digits, then they're in striking distance. Back outside. Losing it. Out to Ayuso. Shot clock at 10. Ayuso steps back. 3 on the way. No good. Rebound Gallagher. Gusto skates across the timeline. Ramsey looking. Finds a cutting Sarah Jones. Up off the glass and in. No foul call, though.
She was getting rode the whole way.
That's the first bucket for Sarah Jones.
Yes, it is.
I mean, she can get hot, but she hasn't been able to get her shot to this point. Lead 13. Boulin, rebound Tampa. Gusto pushing it up fast. Surveys,
nice
cuts
hesitation.
down the middle, dishes to Marcheski. And she scored.
Great play. Great setup.
Marcheski, Tom Jesse wanted a hit on the elbow. They didn't call it. Bucket anyway, leads 11. Partisan Tampa crowd applauding that one. Inside, Boulin fading away in the lane, a left-handed jumper, and a foul on Schenk on Marcheski. That's the third foul of the quarter for Palm Beach Atlantic. And the first foul on Schenk. At 3:34 to go in the quarter, this is the under 5 media timeout. So we'll take a break and be back on TampaSpartans.tv. They need a run here, though, man.
I know. Yeah.
49-38. Tampa down. Third quarter, 3:34 to go. I'm joined by Julia Ingram, former Spartan standout, who's now a 2L at the University of Florida, right?
Yes, sir.
Law school after her Spartan career here. And you worked in a political campaign or something, or a politician's office, right, for a while?
Yeah, I worked as a stint for a congressman, and then last summer I worked for a federal judge.
And probably your most important claim to fame is you go to the same high school as my daughter.
Absolutely.
Spartans have the ball. We're going to weave the game and talking to you at the same time.
No, this game is definitely more important.
Ramsey knocked out of the way. So I asked DeCarlo, I'm going to ask you, at halftime you're down 11. Is Tom Jesse a fire and brimstone guy to the team, or is he just let's run our game?
Sorry, I thought that shot was going in. But it really depends on the team. My first 2 years, our team responded really well to more fire and brimstone, kind of, light a fire, get the pace going. But my junior and senior team's a little bit more mature, and they responded better to more focus on the positives and what we could do to better ourselves.
Shot clock down to 7. Benitez Zayas inside. Fletcher off the glass. Won't fall. They get the rebound back up. Tipped up twice. And she stepped on the line. Tampa will get the ball. We're not used to Tampa having so much trouble shooting and missing so many close shots. That's atypical so far.
Definitely. But it's not like they're taking bad shots. They're
No.
all right in range, what you want out of a play.
Tampa, relatively small. Kin has had a tough day.
Yeah.
I guess when you get triple teamed, it's tougher.
Yeah.
Marcheski with the basket. Gets it down to single digits. Spartans are on an 8-0 run at the moment, and Marcheski will go to the line. It looked like Coach Jesse did a nice job filling some holes this year with some not junior college, but some transfers. Sydney Kin from Ohio. Sarah Jones came. 2 transfers from the conference was interesting.
That's amazing. When I saw that roster, I was so excited for our team.
Outside to Ramsey. Doesn't take the shot, but the Spartans did get the rebound off the free throw miss. They back it out. 8 on the shot clock. Now are they aware of it? Ramsey, 4 on the shot clock. 3 on the way. Misses the rim. It'll go out of bounds. Yeah, they had Kin transferring from Findlay. Sarah Jones from Embry-Riddle. And then Alani Gallagher from St. Leo.
It's amazing just getting a couple extra pieces, how that changes the whole makeup of the team and adds like new exciting features.
Ayuso back out, looks, finds Benita Zayas. She eyed a 3, backs out. Even DeCarlo wouldn't have shot a 3 from there. Maybe. Oh, pass inside to Fletcher. Fletcher has 18 now. You still playing basketball or no time?
I actually play twice a week.
Really?
I found a couple friends in law school who love good finish. Sorry.
And are you the top scorer?
Yes, naturally.
Okay.
But I found a couple friends who love to play, and we go about 2 times a week and just play whoever's on the rec center
Pickup
courts.
games?
Yeah. And
You got next?
yes, absolutely. And our intramural league is scheduled to start in spring, so I'm really looking forward to that.
So what's a 2L do? I know that means you're in your second year of law school. Are you still taking classes they expect you to take, or are you picking and choosing now?
So at least how University of Florida operates is everybody's required to take the same courses their first year, and then after that, you just need to fill the amount of credits to graduate. Okay. So it's pretty much electives from here on out for me.
But when I talked to you before the game started, I said, are you taking classes toward what you want to be? And you're like, no, you don't do that yet.
No, not yet. Yeah, it's more of you discover what you want to do in practice. So I have a summer job lined up where hopefully I'll get more hands-on experience.
Now, you said, though, 2 different ways you go with law school. You're looking at contracts, reading boring 8-point font stuff.
Yes.
Or you're litigating.
Yes.
You want to be a litigator.
Yeah. I mean, as a basketball player, you're on the court. I want to be in the courtroom. Same sort of thing.
I hope I never need your services.
I doubt that you will.
Spartans get it down to 8, 1:25 to go in the quarter. This is uncharted territory for Tampa. They were down 9 against West Texas State, but that was 9-0, right, DeCarlo? Yeah. Never this late in a game. Now, you've been gone for a couple of years, but you played with Malia, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Play with Malia, Maya, and Audrey on the court right now. It's amazing seeing how much her game has developed since her freshman year.
On Malia?
Yes.
Yeah. And we've noticed Audrey Ramsey's made a big step up, too.
Huge year for her. I've been watching and keeping track up in Gainesville, and they're doing great things this year.
Schenk hitting that one. She is 3 for 3 from deep today. 40 seconds to go. Back to a 12-point lead. Inside, Sullivan turns around, cuts in, and can't get it to go over. Got a rebound, but they'll call a foul on the floor. That is the 5th, so she'll shoot 2. Now, I'm a little bit old, so I don't remember everything. Did they change from a 20-minute half to a 10-minute quarter while you were playing, or has it been longer than that?
It's been longer than that.
I knew I was getting old.
But the shot clock rule, the new one, came into existence when I was playing.
Okay, with the 20 seconds?
With the 20 seconds,
okay.
yeah.
Sullivan hitting that one. She has 16 for the day. So you're forced to listen to us on occasion to stay in touch with the team?
Oh, I really enjoy it. You guys are my favorite announcers in the game, for sure.
We need a poll, Tampa Bay Times poll of some sort. Could win something. 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Inside to Fletcher. She kicks it out. Benita Zayas outside. Schenk. Shot clock to 10, game clock to 12. Schenk unloads. She's been unstoppable. Missing that one. Rebound and a foul called on the floor, and it might be on Sullivan. I think so. Just her first, but that's only the third team foul, so no shooting. But the Spartans have 6 seconds of defense to play. And now they have 5 seconds of defense to play. Benita Zayas threw a shoe on that one. They will inbound again. So you're down 10 with a quarter to go. I mean, what's the word? Just do what you do?
You know, I think Coach Jesse's doing a really good job of putting in new pieces and using different players to try to mix up so that PBA isn't seeing the same lineup every single time. I think that's really helpful. But like I said to you earlier, we're getting the shots that we want to get. It's just more when you get to the rim, focus, take your time, and put the ball through the net.
Yeah, they've missed a bunch of point-blank shots.
Yeah. So I think just keep getting good shots in the rhythm of the offense, and they'll fall.
Okay. Well, Julia, we'll let you get back to the game. I know you were down there. Were you doing Wordle or something like that?
No, I was actually checking the stats on here.
I saw you had an iPad out there. We'll let you get back to the game. We appreciate it and love it whenever you come back to these games.
Go Spartans.
All righty. Julia Ingram, former Spartan basketball player. Watching her team play here. So we have a former Spartan who is at the game, former Spartan and current assistant coach watching from Madrid. Offering some good insights. We wish her well in her legal career.
Yes.
She was an academic All-American at Tampa, so
wow.
That road ahead she was paving it while she was here.
Well, I'll tell you this. These are great grounds to pave them at because the University of Tampa is in a Princeton poll was voted #1 several times, and this is a national poll of over 300 schools, and they're pretty highly ranked, and the business school is amongst the best in the nation also.
We are 10 minutes. As soon as they start the clock, there they go. That must be like extra time in soccer. Ken, turn around, there we go.
Yep. Poetry in motion in that shot.
Lead down to 8. To me, that was important to strike first in the quarter, and they did.
It's the closing, but more importantly, the opening of the quarters.
Fletcher, rebound, Ramsey. Ramsey's picking up a bunch of rebounds again. That's her 6th. Kin leading with 7. And again, as if the last one wasn't important, this one is too. Danielson with the D. Kin back out. Sullivan blocked on the way up.
I tell you this, with all due respect to the Spartans, the point guard, Benita Zayas, she's played a very sound game, both offensively and defensively. She's been a great catalyst for the opponents today. But nevertheless, we got to match that energy.
And there she is. Drives, puts it up, fouled on the way in by Gusto. For Maya Gusto, foul number 3.
It's a big
substitutions, foul. Ayuso back in the lineup and Boulin back in the lineup for Palm Beach Atlantic. Benita Zayas to the free throw line.
She's a tough player.
Yeah. Her line today, 10 points, 3 of 7 from the field, 1 of 1 from deep, 3 of 3 free throws, 5 assists. and some heady defense. Lead is 9. Spartans with the ball. Marcheski into Kin. Tries to put it up. Can't. Marcheski fouls. Pretty good crowd here today. I think they might have some groups visiting.
Yeah, very nice crowd.
Because there's no school in session right now.
There's a middle school group or elementary school group down to our left.
And a men's game coming up at 7:30 against Palm Beach Atlantic. Boulin drives on Kin. Off the glass, Kin rebounds. Now let's see if the Spartans can turn it into points. Kin, top of the key to Ramsey. Ramsey off a pick. Ooh, she had a chance to go down the middle. Kin up. No good. Gets the rebound. Back up and in. And Tom Jesse, I don't know if he called a timeout, but he's instructing one of the referees that it's getting physical underneath.
Right, I think they called him for...
Did they get a foul?
Yeah, PBA has a free throw coming up.
Oh, technical maybe on Coach.
Yep. Yeah, he's politicking for his players.
Yeah, he was adamant that it was tough. Ayuso hits the free throw.
I kind of feel him on that because it's been a whole lot of contact.
Yeah. Ayuso hits both.
Cash is money from the free throw strike.
Ayuso has 12 now. And before we start, Spartans with a couple substitutions. Actually, no, he took them back. Gallagher in for Kin. Ayuso to Benita Zayas. Lead is 9, 7:52 in the game. Danielson, she's hit a couple deep, turns around, gives it to Boulin. Trying to drive, off the glass, good. Back to an 11-point game. Inside to Gallagher. Danielson guarding her. Off the glass, bounces, doesn't go. Rebound Ayuso.
This is getting into dangerous territory right now for the Spartans. They
Yep.
have to make a real push.
The difference in the game right now that I can see, both teams are really close in shooting percentages, right around 40%, but the Spartans have made 1 3-pointer. Palm Beach Atlantic has made 8.
Yes, huge difference.
Rebounds are the same. Schenk just grazes the front of the rim, and Gusto hustles it up court. So a 7-point difference on 3-pointers.
Left side is open, yep, and she exploited it.
Nice job.
She fooled her, tricky setup. There was a double high screen, and she made her think she was going that way, and she crossed back to the left to the open area.
11 now for Maya. Lead is 9.
Yep, nifty move by Juice, as that her teammates endearingly call her.
Danielson quick to fire.
Yes.
No good, Gallagher.
Remember what I said, Jack, you have to be there as soon as she catches that ball. She doesn't want to put it down. She wants to put it up.
Gusto. They jump out to try to stop her. Finds Sullivan. Jumper, free throw line, in and out. 6 minutes to go.
Needed that one.
Spartans need a couple stops and a couple buckets. Schenk quick to shoot. And swish.
Yep.
They are 8-9 now for 19 from deep. And a quick timeout called by the Spartans. 63-51. We'll take a break on TampaSpartans.tv.
Man, between Shank and Danielson, man.
College sports.
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal, and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us.
And for college sports.
Spartans bringing the ball up. Ramsey picks it up near midcourt. Spartans now down 12. 5.5 minutes to go in the game. Ramsey has 2 points, but no baskets. They were free throws inside to Sullivan. Sarah Jones in the lineup as well. Sullivan scores. Sullivan with 19 for Tampa. Back to a 10-point game.
They got to think about picking up the tempo to try to create some turnovers right here, Jack.
Now they look like they're playing a zone. Danielson, quick shot. No good. Ayuso, or I should say Benitez Zayas with the rebound, fouled by Gusto. That's 4 on Maya.
That's just created by the all-out hustle.
4th team foul. That's bad, too, because the next team foul, Palm Beach Atlantic is shooting the rest of the game. Palm Beach Atlantic has no fouls this quarter. There, Danielson had the time and hits it. It's 13 again. Under 5 to go. Sarah Jones inside to Gallagher. Little jump hook, won't go. Fights for the rebound, doesn't get it. Palm Beach Atlantic now with 5 players in double digits. Led by Fletcher with 18. Boulin off the glass, lays it up too hard. Ramsey quickly the other way. To the corner to Sullivan. 4:10 to go in the game. To Gusto, eyes at 3. It's on the way. Hits the rim, no good. Ayuso, 6th rebound of the night.
There's no offensive rebounding either. When she shot that shot, everybody was already retreating.
Danielson, top of the key, Ayuso. Ramsey, Ayuso with the deep 3, wide. Ramsey rebounds. Hustles it up court.
Push it, has numbers. And 1.
Oh, didn't go, but she'll shoot. And this is the under 5 timeout. 3:33 to go in the game. It's Palm Beach Atlantic leading Tampa by 13 right here on TampaSpartans.tv.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
Ramsey to shoot 2. Hits the first.
Need both of these. Get him points with the clock stop.
Doesn't get the second, but tipped out to Ramsey. Sarah Jones. Gusto hands it off to Gallagher. Lays it up and in.
Nice setup. Great setup.
All right, 10 points, 3.5 minutes to go. Spartans with a little backcourt pressure. Now they drop back into a zone.
Got to get some pressure on the ball.
Back outside. Fletcher kicks it out. Shot clock to 5. Ayuso. Deep, no good. Gallagher rebounds. Ramsey up court, under 3 to go in the game. Spartans need buckets and turnovers. To Sullivan. To the corner. Stolen. Nope, goes out of bounds. And it will be Tampa ball. But Gusto collided with a PBA player. I can't tell who it is.
They're calling the foul on Maya.
Wow. That's her 5th.
And it's 2
She
shots.
collided with Ayuso. So Maya Gusto has fouled out with 2:38 to go in the game. Eleanor Marcheski will check in.
Wow, that's a big foul. Not only because she fouled out, but now you know -1 3-point shooter and great leadership and ball handling, decision making.
Ayuso will shoot. She's got 12. Perfect 5 of 5 from the line right now. Six of 6. The lead is 12. Little backcourt pressure. Now Sullivan has it, top of the key. Goes inside to Gallagher, finds a cutting Ramsey. She comes back out. Looking to drive on Ayuso. She gets to give up the ball. Finds Sullivan, tipped away. Tipped away by Fletcher. She's going to try to go coast to coast and scores. Lead 14. That may be the dagger, as Wayne Larrabee of the Packers says. A technical foul. Technical foul called on Palm Beach Atlantic, and it is on Fletcher. Ramsey will shoot. Hits the first.
Yeah, Fletcher had a really good game, but she didn't do anything special. She just got the ball in point blank range and
she
converted.
did not miss the close shots.
No.
Whereas the Spartans have had a little trouble on the close-in shots. Fletcher on the day, 10 of 16. 12-point difference, 2:08 to go. Ramsey to Gallagher, hits. 10 points, 2 minutes to go.
Nice inside-out pivot by Gallagher.
A steal by Ramsey. Tries to score, fouled on the way by Ayuso.
Tough move, tough play. That's what they need if they're going to come back and steal this game back from Palm Beach Atlantic.
Ramsey to the line. Knocks that one down. All her points today from the free throw line. And she has 7 for the day.
Big free throws.
That's a turnover. I know what they were trying to do there, but they just didn't execute it well.
It looked weird. The referee didn't even catch it at first.
The lead is 8 for Palm Beach Atlantic. 1:55 to go. We'll step out for a brief timeout on TampaSpartans.tv.
Because I'm figuring if they're from Tampa, they're not going to be wearing shorts.
No. Spartans to inbound. Layup and in. 6-point game. 1:49 to go. Backcourt pressure. They get it into Ayuso. Trapping her in the corner. Stolen. Marcheski has it. She finds Sullivan. Out to Jones. The jumper. No. Jones gets her own rebound. Gets it to Sullivan. Marcheski from the corner. Off the rim. No good.
We didn't need a three. All we needed was a two.
A basket, yeah. Jones playing defense in Ayuso. She scoots past Marcheski. 1:20 to go. That was a backbreaker there. Did not get that one. That could have got it to 4 or 3. Benita Zayas outside to Schenk. 1:05 to go. 5 on the shot clock. Benita Zayas drives off the glass. No good. Out of bounds. It'll be Tampa ball. 59 seconds to go. A 6-point game for Palm Beach Atlantic.
I'll tell you this. Zayas is quick.
Yeah.
Her change of direction and change of pace is hard to stay in front of her.
Spartans need a bucket quick. Any kind. Doesn't have to be a 3. 3 would be nice, but that hasn't been their game today. They jump out on Ramsey. Ramsey to Jones. Jones on the drive. They get her for the push.
And this is where Maya Justo is so important because her creativity and off the dribble is wow. It's missed heavily right now by the Spartans.
And a quick timeout called by Coach Reedus. We'll stay with it here as the Spartans down 6, 46 seconds to go, but just turned the ball over. Maya Gusto has fouled out. It will be Palm Beach Atlantic ball. PBA coming into this game with a 6-4 record, 2-2 in conference play. The Spartans 11-0, ranked 6th in the nation, have just not been out of sorts from the get-go.
Yep.
Spartans coming back on the floor.
Commentary. How you doing, man?
Marcheski, Gallagher, Jones, Ramsey, Sullivan on the floor for Tampa. Ayuso to inbound, looking for Benita Zayas, but found Danielson. Spartans trying for the steal.
Got to preserve the time. Got to foul.
And they finally decide to foul. Probably one of those, if you don't get the steal, you got to foul. That did take 7 seconds to get to that point, and it'll be 2-shot foul for Benita Zayas.
Got the miss. I wish we just would have fouled a bit sooner.
Yeah, they ran 7 seconds off the clock. Hit that one. It's a 7-point game. Spartans take a timeout. We'll take a quick one. Come back right after this.
College sports.
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us
And
for college sports.
Spartans to inbound, down 7. Ramsey with the ball. Can't waste much time. They jump out. Find Sarah Jones. Ramsey. 10 seconds off the clock since they played. Jones with the 3. Hits
Big
it.
3.
Tom
Huge
Jesse,
three.
no. A whistle away from the ball. Not sure if there's a foul or what. Or if they're calling it a 2 foot on the line. I think it was deep enough. No adjustment on the scoreboard that I can tell.
What was the whistle for?
I don't know. I didn't see anything change. Stays a 4-point difference and a timeout called by Palm Beach Atlantic.
UT just has right now I'm not even thinking win the game. Think tie the game to get it into overtime. To salvage all the mistakes that you've made prior to this point. Give yourself a second chance.
It was a 17-point difference with 5:30 left in the third quarter. It was 49-32. Spartans have cut it to 4. This is as close as they have been since it was 30-24. But then again, that lead went from 6 to 17. Now it's 4.
They got to foul right away if they don't get a steal. Immediately, go for the steal. If you miss it, got to foul. Time is their biggest enemy right now.
Spartans send out Marcheski, Jones, Ramsey, Gallagher, Sullivan, Danielson coming out, Schenk, Benitez Zayas, Fletcher, Ayuso. And stolen by the Spartans. Ramsey has it stolen right back by Benitez Zayas. Stolen right back by Malia Sullivan. Up, fouled, it won't fall. She'll go to the line and shoot 2 with 13.6 to go.
I wish I could have recorded that exchange, right? I've never seen anything like that in all my life.
It'll be posted online in a couple hours.
Wow. that defense, is it bad passing or better defense? Who knows? I mean,
Sullivan can't get it to fall, though. Need this one. Make it one possession. Got it. It's a 3-point game. Now a steal. Pretty good defense. Bouncing it inside. Stolen by Ramsey. And she gets the timeout, does she? Or is she out of bounds?
What?
Or did she get called for a foul? No, I think it's just out of bounds. They called her out of bounds. 11 seconds to go.
She called the time anyway.
Quickly up court. Sullivan looks to steal.
She traveled.
Jump ball.
She traveled.
That's what Coach Jesse is saying. They're calling the foul, though. The foul is on Ramsey, her second. Schenk to the line. Schenk, her first free throws.
She traveled. She dragged her pivot foot.
Strong. 7.5 to go. This might be for the game with this free throw. It's on the way. Missed it. Spartans have 7 seconds. They need a 3. Here comes Ramsey. 4 seconds on the clock. She puts it up.
Yes! Yes!
And
yes!
they're going to overtime.
Yeah! Woo! Yes!
Audrey Ramsey's first basket of the game.
We didn't have to win it.
To overtime.
Just tie the game. Give us a second chance. Yes! Woo!
Now there's going to be putting a couple. No, there's not 7 seconds. It's 0.7. Yes, okay. 71.
I would put a man on the ball against a shorter inbound. Oh.
Doesn't matter. We're going to overtime here in Tampa as Audrey Ramsey drills a 3 pretty much at the buzzer to send this one to overtime.
Man.
Audrey Ramsey, 10 points today, 7 free throws, and one heck of a three-pointer.
Huge. 0 points at the half, 10 in the second half. I will go on record to say, Jack, that Audrey Ramsey's a second half player. She's a closer. She's a closer. Man.
The Spartans erase a 17-point lead, and we are going to overtime.
Wow. A jolt of energy just got sent through me when that three went through the net, like I got hit by a bolt of lightning, Jack. Big shot, huge.
We've talked to a couple former players. We've talked to other people who say they love it that you love this game so much.
Appreciate it. And I couldn't think of anyone better to call the game with than you right now.
I try to be as calm as possible. You don't have to be.
Fire and ice. I'm from Florida. You're from Wisconsin.
You bet. There we
Heat
go.
and cold.
But I was cold this week. 30 is cold now.
Oh, man.
Wow, this place is electric right now.
Now, as I said it, don't try to win the game. Just try to tie it. Now we get to salvage all the mistakes, all the missed shots.
And the Spartans get the tip.
Yep.
Gallagher wins the tip. Ramsey with the ball. Spartans without Gusto, who is fouled out. Sidney Kinn has been on the bench for quite some time. Bounce pass to Sullivan. She's going to try to drive the lane. Off the glass. No good. Tipped. Gallagher has it. No, that's Kinn back in the lineup. Marcheski looks. Back to Ramsey. Free throw line knocked away. Stolen by Ayuso. Sarah Jones tries to stop the drive. Gets in her way. Forces her to miss. They get it back, though. That's Fletcher. Inside to Ayuso, to Fletcher, and in.
Fletcher's been a one-woman wrecking crew today.
22 for Fletcher. Palm Beach Atlantic strikes first in overtime. Spartans had a golden opportunity, but that in-close game hurt them again. Sullivan, no good. Benita Zayas up court.
We overcame a 35-point performance by the player from Barry off the bench, so we could overcome 22 points by Fletcher. Should be
Benita Zayas in the lane, off the glass, won't go, foul called. Looks like Ramsey.
That's what we have to do. Take it strongly to the basket. Don't settle for the jump shots. We got the big three to send it into overtime. Now it's time to be aggressive.
Benita Zayas to shoot the free throws. That's her 12th point of the night. 5 of 7 from the free throw line. You know, I'm telling you, Benita Zayas and Fletcher both with 4 fouls. Working inside.
Benita Zayas is actually more important than Fletcher.
True.
Because she's controlling the tempo. She's the point of attack and the point of defense.
Marcheski finds Sullivan. Inside to Kinn. Kinn tries to work the baseline. Back out to Jones. Marcheski bounces it into Kinn. She put it on the floor, and Benita Zayas took it.
As I just mentioned, Zayas is their leader. You get the leader off the court, they don't know who to follow.
That'll be a jump ball, and the arrow is to Palm Beach Atlantic. They have a 4-point lead. The Spartans, don't want to waste that amazing three-pointer at the buzzer.
Right. It's a slow start to the game in the first quarter. Now it's a slow start in this overtime, and there's only 5 minutes.
In the fifth quarter.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Men's teams, both of them, waiting in the wings, waiting a little longer than they thought. Alani Gallagher in, Kinn is out for Tampa. And here comes Benita Zayas and the Sailfish. Spartans need a stop here.
Desperately.
3:12 to go in overtime.
Dragged her pivot foot.
Between the rings, Benita is Ayuso. Looks to drive. Inside the free throw line, up and in. It's a 6-point difference, and the Spartans have put themselves in a hole again.
Yep.
Clock ticks. Ramsey brings it up. Gallagher, top of the key. Sarah Jones. Marcheski, ball fake. Drives, kicks it out to Jones. Looks at a three, drives. Back out to Ramsey. Here comes her three.
Yes.
Another one. Missed second half for the Spartans. Lead down to 3. 2:20 to go in overtime.
I would go on record, Jack, to say Audrey Ramsey needs to shoot she needs to shoot more shots, at least 10 a game.
Fletcher kicked it back out. Shot clock to 10. Benita Zayas looks from a pick. Drives the lane, puts it up. Doesn't go. Tipped out of bounds. Tampa ball. You ready to do play-by-play of the men's game? I'm losing my voice.
I'm just picking and choosing
Andre,
my words,
ready?
man.
Andre denying the opportunity.
Now, right here, we're down 3. A wide-open three-pointer would be great, but all we need is a 2 or a trip to the line.
Jones from the corner. Gallagher, here's her 3. Doesn't go. Tipped around. Fletcher rebounds.
That was a bit ill-advised. We didn't need that right then.
Especially from a non-3-point shooter. Schenk, Benita Zayas. Minute and a half to go in overtime. Again, the Spartans need to stop. Chance of defense from the crowd. Ayuso drives the lane off the glass. Rebounded. Gallagher to Ramsey. Ramsey for 3. No. Spartans get the rebound. Long rebound fell to Gallagher. 1 minute to go in the overtime. Into Sullivan. Free throw line. She backs it out. Drives the lane. Puts it up. And in. 1 point game. .52 seconds to go. Benita Zayas takes her time. 40 on the game clock, 20 on the shot clock. She drives the lane, dishes off to Fletcher, who lays it in. A 3-point game, 35 seconds to go. Tom Jesse says, run your offense. Gets it to Sullivan. She's going to try to drive, puts it up, bounces, won't go. Out of bounds, Tampa ball. .9. Spartans get a 20 on the shot clock, so basically they can hold it and hit the 3.
This is a tricky situation.
To Sullivan. She's going to try to drive and loses it out of bounds. It'll be Tampa ball. 16 seconds to go.
I say right here, you got to take the best possible shot and then foul right away to preserve the time if you don't get a steal.
They haven't called any and ones much on drives. Marcheski gets the ball. Sullivan, top of the key. Ramsey outside. Quickly, closely guarded. She puts the 3 up. No good. Rebound Marcheski. 7 seconds to go. Sullivan to Ramsey. She lofts a long 3. No good. And it goes out of bounds with half a second to go. And Palm Beach Atlantic may survive here in Tampa. And a Palm Beach Atlantic timeout. They lead 79-76. I'm not sure why they put 12 seconds on the clock. Maybe 1.2, but not 12. Well, they took the 0.5 off and have made it 0.1, which puts the pass in bounds moot.
Yeah. 1.2 seconds
1.2. Okay, now we've compromised.
Psychologically, UT had to score first in the overtime.
Yeah, that hurt
and
them.
they had a great opportunity.
Couple
in which
point
to do
blank
so.
shots.
Yeah, but unfortunately they didn't. And they let Palm Beach Atlantic build a 6-point lead in
now,
a short space
the one
of time.
rule, and I know both teams that take advantage of it, that I don't like in women's basketball, you take a timeout there, you get the ball in the front court.
Right. Like the NBA almost.
Yeah. It's like, well, no, they should work. There's the game, folks. Palm Beach Atlantic has come into Tampa and upset the number 6 Spartans in overtime, 79-76, the final score. Tampa's first loss of the season, they fall to 11-1. Palm Beach Atlantic, 7-4. The Spartans now 3-1 in the conference. Palm Beach Atlantic 3-2 in the conference. And this score will resonate around the SSC very quickly.
Yes, it will. And I'll tell you this, that little Zayas, she, for me, it's not about the point total.
Yeah.
She was the player of the game for the winning team. She was. She went down. She dug out on Sydney Kin. She was in the passing lanes. She played good defense. She distributed. She had a big assist at the end of the game on her drive.
Yep, to Fletcher. All right, let's run through the scoring totals. As I said, men's game coming up in about 30 minutes. Carter did not score for Palm Beach Atlantic. Ayuso, 16 points. Fletcher, 24 to lead the way. Benita Zayas with 13. Danielson had 10. Lynn had 4. Schenk had 12. So 5 players for Palm Beach Atlantic in double digits. They shot 40.6, 28 of 69. They were 10, here's the big stat, 10 of 23 from three-pointers, 43.5%, 13 of 18 from the free throw line. They had 40 rebounds, 20 assists of their 28 baskets. On the Spartan side, Gusto with 11. She fouled out before overtime. Kin had 11. Had a tough shooting night, though, triple teamed often. Ramsey with the big 3. Only took 6 shots today, everything in the second half. 13 points, 2 3-pointers, 7 free throws, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. Sarah Jones, 5 points. Malia Sullivan, leading scorer for Tampa with 24. Alani Gallagher had 8, and Eleanor Marcheski had 4. Spartans, 28 of 69. So both teams were 28 of 69 from the floor. The difference is they had 10 more, they had 6 more three-pointers, and the Spartans had 3 more free throws. Tampa, 16 of 22 from the free throw line. Tampa with 46 rebounds, 19 assists to round out the day. But Tampa falling for the first time this year, 11-1. Palm Beach Atlantic, 7-4. I'm going to go rest for 20 minutes and come back for the men's game. 79-76, Palm Beach Atlantic, a winner in overtime. And we'll be back for the men's game right here on TampaSpartans.tv.